Ich habe damals mein duales Studium bei
At the time I started my dual study program at the lignite company LEAG, it was a very secure prospect for the future.
Die LEAG ist hier eines der
LEAG is one of the largest companies here in eastern Germany, the fifth largest power generation company in Germany, and the most important employer for the region.
wichtigster Arbeitgeber für die Region.
Germany in 2022, a country in coal phase-out. Between 2030 and 2038 at the latest, the last open cast mines and coal-fired power plants are to close. This will be a huge challenge for the people and businesses in these regions. What comes when the coal goes?
The importance of lignite mining and the energy industry in Lusatia and in Cottbus ultimately lies in the fact that it is the basis of Lusatia's prosperity and has shaped the region's skills. The people who live here are deeply rooted in the mining and energy industries and are proud of them. Here, the world changes when coal production ends.
To shape the change, the companies from the region are using their skills and expertise from the coal industry. Their experience in mechanical engineering, electrical engineering and project planning is also sought after in other industries.
The roots of Actemium Beer GmbH lie in the German coal industry. For many, many years we have engineered and built plants, constructed electrical systems and had large framework contracts for coal-fired power generators in Germany. In this respect, we have been dependent on these companies for over 80% of our orders. The end of coal became obvious to me in 2016. That was the year of the big protests against coal, but also the big protests of the miners against the coal phase-out. It was around that time when I realized this is the beginning of the end of coal, and we have to do something to develop our company. Electrical engineering and automation systems are needed in many industries. So we looked at our core area, transporting, processing and sorting bulk materials. This also takes place in the waste incineration sector. We have developed projects with startups for the processing of waste incineration slag. Another area was electrotechnical infrastructure, especially charging stations for buses in local public transport. To this end, we have further developed another one of our core competencies. To date, we have built bus stations for Wiesbaden, Duisburg, Darmstadt, Nuremberg and also Hamburg.
On the Actemium Beer company premises, one of the last production plants for coal briquettes, is a reminder that this site was once the energy centre of the whole of eastern Germany. The dismantling of old coal plants has made room for something new. Young companies are establishing themselves in a centre for startups. Dock 3 Lusatia offers proximity to industry, modern offices and a workshop for technical developments. One company that's already successfully mastered structural change is EMIS.
If you look at the EMIS story, it is the perfect transformation story. Where we are standing right now, the Lübbenau coal-fired power plant once stood. In 1990, our founder, Eberhard Perschk, started his own business with 27 employees and quickly expanded the power plant service. Today, EMIS has around 500 employees at 13 local stations throughout Germany. One of our focal points, and certainly one of the most exciting fields, is the amusement park sector. Here, EMIS provides control and safety technology for roller coasters. In principle, you can imagine it like this. When you get on a roller coaster today, EMIS takes care of all the acceleration and makes sure that you arrive safely back on the ground. EMIS has also been building control cabinets for years, almost from the very beginning. And in principle, the starting point was that we used a lot of control cabinet and control technology in power plants. And we developed those skills for other industries, such as the food industry and the manufacturing sector. The first steps for EMIS in the field of renewable energies were also taken some time ago. We built the first transformer stations at the beginning of the 2000s and implemented many projects as part of the energy transition. So we entered into the wind service sector in 2018 and then turned it into a full renewables business field in 2020. Today we are very active in photovoltaics, with ground-mounted systems and also on commercial and industrial roofs. And we are also setting up PV systems on private roofs.
Germany supports the regions in this transition phase.
We are investing in new technologies in the coal fields, where jobs are lost in coal mining. We are expanding renewable energy there. We are investing in infrastructures, in roads, in railways, and we are building new universities there.
Cities are also trying to embrace this change using their own resources.
As the city of Cottbus, we are making great efforts to manage this process of structural change with the means that we have. The city's most important projects in this structural transformation are, for example, the construction of the new railway depot, the most modern railway depot in Europe. Also important are the proposed University Medical Center in Cottbus and the planned Lusatia Science Park, a technology park around the campus of our university which is intended to significantly promote research and development, and in particular technology transfer to the economy. The fields in which we are most experienced in the region are energy, hydrogen and automation technology.
Also hier direkt vor Ort planen wir eine Floating PV-Anlage.
Here directly on site we are planning a floating PV plant. In other words, a PV plant directly on the lake will be created in the future. In the mining regions, both in Lusatia and south of the city of Leipzig, we currently have a project pipeline of around 4 gigawatts that we are developing for LIAG, as well as for the company Mibrag. And this will also be progressively developed. In 10 years, the city of Cottbus will still be in the midst of structural change. It is not easy to put aside 150 years of industrial tradition in a decade, but we will have made progress in diversifying our economic structure. People from other regions will live, work and study and feel at home here. I don't want to say that it's easy. It took a lot of effort for us too. I think it is an important first step to take the courage to try something new, but then also to take the employees with you and integrate them into the innovation process. In 2016, I wondered where the future would take us. At the time, I could not have imagined that this development would become so dynamic and that the phase-out of coal would happen so quickly. I'm very happy that we started the transition years ago. With the strength of the team and right down to every single fitter, I'm really positive about the future, because together we will succeed.
Ich finde den Ort, an dem wir uns hier befinden, sehr spannend.
I find the place where we are right now very exciting because it shows both past, present and future. On the one hand, the former open-cast mine of Cottbus Nord, which is currently being flooded and will later provide a large lake with a recreation area. Then directly behind me, we still see the Jenschwalde power plant, which represents the present. The current lignite production is still an important energy source for the present, but it will develop in the direction of renewable energies in the future. And this can be seen quite well in the wind farm that is already here. Through our project development, it will continue to grow.
Durch unsere Projektentwicklung weiter wachsen wird.